All right, so now it should pop live in a second.
Okay.
Make sure that's showing up. All right, that looks like it's running.
Thank you.
So now I can hand this over to you. All right, you're all set. Give me another call if you need anything else.
Thank you so much, Dan.
No problem, Yvonne. Bye.
Okay, bye.
And Christina was running over to vote about 40 minutes ago. So she said she might be a few minutes late. Don't bother waiting for her. She should be any minute.
Okay.
I tell you though, man, I was sitting at one of the polling places today just because what I do when we go to vote for things. It's like a side hobby. Oh my gosh, it was so hot in the sun. Luckily, I threw some sunscreen on before I went over. I had no idea. I just thought it was like this nice little spring day.
Yeah, I haven't been outside. I didn't know that either.
It's hotter than you think if you sit outside in the sun, full sun for 2 hours.
Wow. Good thing you put the sunscreen on. It's getting to that time of year where you got to do that every time you go out.
Absolutely. I'm trying to be better and better about it. All right. So it's 1:07. We could get started. I mean, do you want to do the minutes now or wait till Christina comes? Probably easier to either way. You're on mute,
That's
Alice.
Christina. She's popping in now.
Oh, awesome.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey. Anyway, we were just saying we're going to do the minutes. We just got started at like 1:07. It took a little minute to get on today onto Zoom and everything. So you didn't miss a thing. We're all right here. So review the minutes from the previous meeting, which was April 27th. Anybody have any comments, corrections? Okay, Alice and Christina are muted.
Sorry, no comments or corrections from my part.
Okay. Alice is having a hard time unmuting?
You're muted, Alice.
Well, I guess if you make the motion, she can at least raise her hand until we see what's happening with the volume.
Motion to approve the minutes.
All right, all in favor? Aye.
Second, yeah.
Looks like no one was opposed. Okay, so the minutes passed. Any additions to the agenda? And I guess, do we know? Alice, if you can't unmute, can you type things into chat? No. Like down at the bottom, you can like pick different things you can do. One of the things is chat. You just type it out.
Alice, do you want to log off and log back in and see if that helps? Okay, I'll watch for you and I'll let you back in as soon as I see it.
It's amazing. No matter how many times we've been on Zoom in the last year, any random day, something could still happen. All right. Did you have any additions to the agenda? Anybody? Yeah. There's no one here for public comment, so we could skip that because there's nothing to have. So as soon as we get Alice back, the big part of the day is talking about the survey.
So while we're waiting for Alice, I'll share my screen. I'll get the survey ready to share the screen for as soon as she comes on. How's that?
Sounds great.
Okay, we're set up. So as soon as she comes in, then we can.
I know my first question is going to be, how many people filled out the survey?
So the answer to that is 308 people online and 1, 2, 3, 4. There's Alice. And Christina's camera is off, right? Or is that?
No, I
just-
see Christina.
Oh, I don't see Christina.
No, my camera's on.
Oh, now I see you. I just got a message that said my internet connection is unstable.
Oh, wow.
From your computer or from Alice? Oh, you're frozen now. Oh, and there you go.
Oh, boy. You'd think the library would have a great connection.
You would, yeah. I wonder if, well, it's not all that windy, but you know,
No.
there were winds earlier, so I don't
Believe
know.
me,
if
there was
that
no wind when I was
knocks
sitting at that
something down.
table. I was
Oh, that's
begging
great.
for a breeze.
Yeah, that's always the way, right? Always the way. Where were you? Were you at the high school?
I was at St. Marguerite's because we can't use
Okay.
Huckleberry because of the construction.
Okay, okay.
And that was really the only thing on this side of town that anybody could think of, and they were nice enough to let us use it.
Well, that's good. I'm trying to think of how you would do it there. I guess, did
Well,
you
they
do?
have a big like community room at the one like
Yeah, yes,
when you go behind it.
way
Yeah,
over
way
to
on
the
the
left.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've got someone texting me. I wonder. Oh, Alice is waiting to be admitted. It looks like
course.
we lost Yvonne.
right.
Are you the host?
I don't know. How would I know? I guess. Oh, it says it.
Yvonne's back.
Okay.
Oh, Alice is back.
All right.
But Yvonne, oh,
Oh,
Alice
Alice
is-
is unmuted.
oh,
Yay.
there we go.
Actually, I was waiting for about 3 minutes, so I
Well,
think
We
something's
lost.
wrong
We
here.
lost Yvonne because she had a bad internet connection, which I'm like, the library should have the best internet connection.
Alice, Alice, I let you in about 3 times, and
Oh, wow.
and-
Well,
but
thank
it-
you.
But I lost the connection as I was doing that, and it bumped me off. So
Ah,
that's, yeah.
all right. Well, here we all are.
All right, so we are here.
There's like ghosts in the machine or whatever that old line is. All right, so we were up to the survey, and right before we lost Yvonne, we'd heard that there were 300 responses online, and she was counting through paper responses.
Right, that's great.
The host disabled screen sharing. I should be the host though, so I'm not sure how that works. Does anybody else have hosting abilities? When I got bumped off, maybe it went on to someone else?
I mean, it looked like I was able to admit Alice also. There was something I could click. So what would it look like?
If you
I'm
go to your
host?
upper right-hand corner, you should see a blue thing pop up.
A blue thing.
Do you see, why did my video go off?
Oh, there you are.
Do you see
mean, there's
anything?
more-
in the-
There's more things down below than usual that I'm used to seeing, like breakout rooms, reactions, record. I don't usually have that.
So usually to do the hosting abilities, I go to the upper right-hand corner of the screen and a blue box pops up or blue dots that you can click on and say,
Nope,
no. All right, let me
Nope.
just call Dan and see if he can jump back in.
no blue dots.
That made me think of those little, you know how there are 3 little lines and that's a menu?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that's called?
Hamburger.
Yes. Or Oreo. And that's my favorite.
Oh, okay. We just call it the hamburger.
Yep,
Cool.
it is.
Yeah, I don't see anywhere where it says I'm hosting.
Dan? Hi, it's Yvonne. I got bumped off. I had a weird internet connection and I'm back in, but I don't have hostability somehow. Oh, Mary, you are the host. So so if you, I mean, usually, right, I would go in the upper right-hand corner to get that blue thing to make you.
Yeah, I have a thing in the upper right hand corner that says view, which is
Not up there in the upper right-hand corner of your video screen.
okay. So then with the 3 dots, it says mute my audio, stop audio, rename, pin spotlight for everyone, or hide self view. do here?
Over in the participants, if you click on my name, it should let you make me the host.
Participants,
Because I'm trying to share a
Ah,
screen,
okay.
Dan. That's the only reason we need to do this.
host me. Host me all. More. Make host. Do you want the host of Brookfield Library? Yes.
Okay, I got it now.
Yay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thanks, Dan. Bye. Okay.
Yep, going down to participants was what did it.
Okay, can you all see the survey?
Yes.
Okay, we had 308 responses, plus we have 6 responses in paper that need to be entered that just came in yesterday. So, so that will be 314 responses. The first question before we go through everything would be, do you want to extend the time for the survey? And we can do, so just so that you know the effectiveness of sending it out on a mass email, there were 147 or 48 responses. We did another email blast, and within 24 hours, we got 271 responses.
Wow.
So that was a big bump from one email blast. We wouldn't get the same kind of bump in the next email blast because probably the majority of people who were going to do it did it then, but we might get another 40 or 50 people.
Yeah, we could get another 40 or 50, sure. Yeah, I think that email reminder with people were like, oh yeah, I better do that before I forget again, you know?
Yeah, yeah. So if we want to keep it open, we should think about the language that we want to have about that just says we're extending it or how long we want to extend it, and we can do that, and we can boost it on Facebook and just put it to this zip code. We can try that.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Is it worth getting another 40, 50?
I was just gonna ask if the responses are similar, or if we're looking at like, you know, major differences, or, you know, have the responses to date come back as, you know, they're clear winners. Ah,
Let's
yes.
take a look.
Yep.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because if they're all basically the same anyway, like you're saying, like why? You know, what's
Yeah,
So
so it's
in number, so the first one, Brookfielders need access to information so they can be informed citizens at the local, state, and national levels. You had 302 people answered this question out of the 308, and the majority said strongly agree, 72.5%. The next biggest group was agree somewhat. The strongly disagree was, extremely important, strongly agree was a very small percentage. So strongly agree was the biggest percentage. That seems like a clear winner there, Christina, to your point. Number 2, Brookfield should be a town that has resources available for businesses. And that one got 57% strongly agree. Brookfield provide opportunities to celebrate cultural diversity, strongly agree. Actually, if we want to go through and look at the extremely important ones, that would be, all right, extremely important is this one. Can you guys see when it highlights the slice of the pie?
Can you just scroll through all of them first? Because
Yeah, because some are looking like, you know, over 75% strongly agree.
right,
So those
right,
are, like you say, clear winners, if we want to call them.
right.
something.
Can you just keep going?
See what else pops out.
Okay.
course, I know what a lot of people did. They used the fives where they could and then made everything else fours. The command of the force. I don't know anybody who might have done that herself, just saying. It looks like people did. Okay.
So they're mostly strongly agree.
Yeah, so far there's only 2 where the purple popped out at like over 70. Oh, what's 13? 13's good.
Extremely important. Let's see what the extremely important shows up at. Let's see. 68.2 is.
Here, keep going.
Yeah. Strongly agree.
People don't really want to find information.
Strongly agree.
Oh, what happened with 19?
Strongly agree.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, that is different.
So this one, oh no, this is the one time a month thing. So how frequently?
Here, keep going down.
34. So the largest percentage, well, about a third, a third, a third.
Yeah.
See, 21 is actually the most important question so far. You know, because all the other ones we actually know what might or might not be in a library, but here's where you're finally getting new information.
Let's see, movies, improved youth sports fields, more adult classes on hobbies, adult educational lectures, genealogy. A lot of movies.
See, this is where you're getting good information. You know, like yoga, wow.
A lot of more programming. I mean,
Yeah, look at arts, astronomy, science, geography. Look at that. Oh, good for these. More cushion chairs.
the town could budget more to support it.
Oh, as Center School would make an excellent venue for a new library.
They're a little slow.
It's funny, walking paths, walking and bike paths. Like, we have a lot of walking paths. Do they know where they all are?
Leave Gursky Farm as open space.
Well, when this is printed out, you can print out all the responses, like on 21.
Wow.
Okay, that'll be good.
That's really interesting. Actually, that mention of walking paths reminds me of a presentation that I went to by our David Lankeys, who he was a phenomenal speaker. But one of the things that he brought up was a library that found out that there were these soccer fields, right, where folks were already going, but there was never any service. So the library found a way to bring Wi-Fi to the fields.
Wow.
And the community loved the fact that they did that. So, you know, if you're talking about benches by walking paths, that's almost like a really natural way to, you know, make it go to where people want to go and want to, you know, I don't know, enjoy a book or, you know, a program on an iPad or, you know, something like that, but meet the community where they are.
One of the things, Christina, one of the things that we're looking at with the ARPA grant, the American Recoveries Act grant that is being distributed to Connecticut libraries, that is one of the things we're looking at, is expanding Wi-Fi. It's one of the few things that the ARPA grant covers.
That's fantastic.
One said more recreational opportunities for adults, not just kids. I'm surprised dog park didn't come up sooner. I mean, and maybe people think, well, we're mostly answering for a library, but also thinking about town.
Programs for children.
Ice rink.
We do have an ice rink now.
Yeah.
Parking lot in the winter.
No, at Williams Park now.
Oh,
The Park and
nice.
Rec just did it this year.
Yeah, this was the
But
first
it
year.
wasn't a really great year for it, unfortunately. But they were able to open it a few times.
Festivals that bring local
Really not think
people
about dog
together.
parks or skate parks.
Yeah. Artistic, scientific, cultural, social speakers.
Okay, well, that's a different view. Okay, please tell us any hobbies or special interests.
This is another good one.
Yeah.
Ooh, rocks and minerals.
Oh, cool. It said love to read and do crafting. I thought it said I love to read and do nothing. That's okay too.
Oh, these are good.
Yeah. Oh, bird watching. I don't think we have any kind of bird watching group in town.
We actually tried to do, we had a professional photographer slash bird artist. Rachel organized this on our property. We were going to have this professional walk people around outside, COVID safe, to do photographing of birds and plants on our property. Nobody signed up.
Oh boy.
I mean, it could be that people are just so, this has just been an odd year for programming.
Yeah.
One word you would like people to use when they think of Brookfield.
Oh, see a couple communities, welcoming, friendly,
Global and cosmopolitan.
Um,
Well, the Four Corners is a destination shopping place, so especially if you need gas. Oh, bucolic. Whoa.
Overdevelopment Federal Road.
Wait, horny? Somebody put horny?
Homey.
Oh, homey. I was thinking, oh my God. That's a little strange.
But it's funny with overdevelopment Federal Road, where are you going to put your businesses? You know,
Right.
you pick a district and you say that's where all the stuff's going to go. So if you need something, you know, you go there. It's not everywhere. It's there.
Wait, what does old Costco mean?
I don't know.
Oh, old and Costco. Okay,
Costco.
fine.
It must be known for Costco.
We're known for Costco. God. Yeah, that's true. Educated upper middle class.
This is what word would you like people to use?
Right.
All right, this
And
one is
Still a library.
ideal library for me would have quiet reading space. It would be in a walkable downtown.
Uh-oh, we have to move.
Quiet spaces, meeting rooms, community
Meet
room.
and collaborate. Quiet meeting spaces, quiet space meeting rooms,
Spaces,
study areas.
more meeting spaces, space. New building
Space
with
to meet and
ramps,
congregate.
elevators.
More space, large programs, space for scout meetings.
Multiple meeting rooms. Ooh, with high-tech audiovisual equipment available for nonprofit groups.
More space.
Maker space.
Clearly defined spaces for various age groups.
The space to actualize the suggestions proposed herein. But doesn't that say it all? Miles of bookshelves filled with fiction, yes.
Yeah, see, this is validating what we've, you know, what we've been operating under all along of what we need.
A large community room for presentations. Smaller rooms.
Oh, Mary Proudfoot. Oh, God bless her.
Cozy spaces to read.
Yeah.
And I've seen meeting spaces for like nonprofit type groups too, has come up a lot. Oh, bingo night. Okay.
Connected to the greenway or outdoor space. Well, how
What?
far do you want to walk? I mean, anything could be connected.
It's going to be a long connector. Foot opener for restroom doors instead of doors.
Yeah,
to
instead of having to push them open with your hands.
Oh,
Getting fancy now.
uh-oh, here we have a naysayer now.
It should not be a community center, as it appears they're trying to create Parks and Rec.
But I can see though, if Park and Rec becomes part of the building somehow, there would be partnerships.
Right.
I mean, there should be. Look at the third one up, fun and engaging story times, ludic spaces for children. What is that? Ludic.
So, I don't see that. Oh, ludic.
Ludic.
Um,
Got to look and see what the keys are next to.
yeah, I'm trying to think, even on a typo, I can't think what that would be.
Ludic. Nope, no idea. Well, I don't think we'll have any.
Meet a
Ludic
friend,
spaces.
coffee shop. Was it coffee shop at the library or within walking distance? Just put the coffee shop in the library.
Oh, look at this one. I actually do agree the survey is skewed.
How many non-residents attend the programs? I would guess not that many.
Well, we don't check,
Right.
no libraries around here ask for library cards before they come to programs. Our residents go to other towns for things as well. In fact, especially during COVID, we shared programming quite a bit.
Oh, that made absolute sense, especially when things were electronically produced and everybody who was so busy adjusting to COVID life didn't have to each produce so many. Rooms, areas. Okay.
And that's it.
Perfect.
So I am adding, I've added you all before, but we'll do this.
Oh, great. Oh, you're going to send this whole thing to us?
Yep.
Great. I don't think you're going to get any more useful information than what you have. It wouldn't hurt to send it out a second, third time. But I think you have rich information with what's already here. So to me, I'm waffling on whether it's worth it to do it again some more.
Yeah, it looked like most of the answers were, somewhat lining up to be
Yeah.
similar to each other.
Well, you just look for the big purple areas and. But we're not under an enormous time constraint at the moment when you think about it, because we didn't want the library staff is going to start summer reading soon, and so talking about this will conflict with that. So there's, here I am really waffling. I don't think there's a benefit to doing it again, but there's no hardship either, and it'll give the library staff some more breathing room.
And then we'll probably take it's really, I guess we're going to talk about it at some point, maybe under next steps or something, but we might take a break anyway from doing anything new until there's another director to work on it. Right.
Just kind of idle.
Yeah, so it's a good stopping point that we collected all the information.
And you have good information too.
Yeah.
A lot of this is really useful.
So it's just a matter of, do you want to keep it open another week or two and get another 40, 50 responses? Any strong thoughts one way or the other, Christina?
Yeah, I think you have really good information. If anything, maybe you leave it open and the four of us, send it out to a few more people and that sort of thing. I don't know. Yvonne had mentioned putting it up on the Facebook page one more time, I don't think there's any harm in that.
Right.
But it's up to you. I don't really have, I'm not adamant about, the direction that we go with the survey at this point. Because those typed in responses are going to be really cool to read.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Mary, you're the tiebreaker. We don't care.
At most, I would say, maybe one more week, give people, one more chance. Like, if you still wanted your voice to be heard, we left it open one more week.
Yeah, why don't you send it in by Memorial Day, or one more week.
Okay.
And Yvonne, the numbers will automatically recalculate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, today's Tuesday, the 18th. So we could give it to like Friday, the 28th.
Okay.
Because certainly if people haven't done it by then, they're not going to do it over Memorial Day weekend.
Should we all send in, our responses again?
Okay, we'll leave it open till Friday, May 28th, and we'll do one more social media boosted post on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, it's always nice to hear from more people if we have the chance. Especially those open-ended ones.
Okay, stop share.
Yeah, looks great.
Perfect.
All right. Anybody else have anything else you want to talk about the survey, since that's what we were just on? Nope. So we got first glimpse at it. Very exciting. Decided to extend it to Friday the 28th. Obviously, we'll remind people also, if anybody in our sphere personally, that like, did you get around to that survey? I think I know like one or two more people that I think were like on the 15th or the 16th actually. Oh wait, is it done? Is that over now? I'm like, yeah, it kind of is. I only reminded you 3 times, but
Yeah, second time.
So I know one or two more people who could probably be prodded. All right. And we just had the plan to write the general information part of the strategic plan. There's just kind of, behind the scenes sort of thing. And I just wrote on, basically like notes. I don't have anything like formally written up yet. You know, it wasn't going to be anything too exciting at this point, you know, anyway.
Well,
So
it really should hinge on the results of the survey and the focus group. You know, so once we get to sort of analyzing all that stuff.
yeah, when I
then-
say general background information, I mean, literally, here's the people who participated in, you know, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
really
Yeah.
background that don't
Yeah,
rely
that's
on
fine.
anything. Yeah.
But like the vision, the mission and the goals, those all come later.
Oh, of course. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Or if that, you know, if there was a history that we already liked to, you know, write up on or
Yes.
something, that's not going to change. But yeah, I meant the super background information.
So what do you want me to put in the minutes that
That it's ongoing.
we're working on background?
Yeah.
Okay, background and data, demographic stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Yep. Now, Yvonne, did you have a history that you've already used for anything else in the library that you like? Oops, you're on mute. You're on mute.
I see her moving her head.
Oh,
We can, we have one that could use a little bit of tweaking, so I can dig up what we have and send that out. to you
okay,
guys.
because that's, I know that we had a pretty good working one already, and it's not going to change. So, all right, and then next steps, I guess, are just take a little pause, and see what the future brings. And I guess when there's, you know, set the date for the next meeting, I mean, only if we wanted to look at the newer results. Other than that, we don't have a lot to meet about. So if the results were closed on the 28th, I mean, the 31st, I guess, is Memorial Day. So clearly no one's working that day. And I don't know, you might be too busy to meet on June 1st. Or
Well, maybe somebody could send out the new results, you know, around that time and then meet after that.
okay. Yep, so why don't we get the new results and see where we go from there? We could, you know, just kind of circulate it with email for a little bit. And then we'll-
The results of any additional results of the survey, you can just go in and look at it. You won't have to send it around. You
oh,
you
that's
all
right, we do all
Yeah.
share it, right?
you all have access now.
Oh, great.
So you're all editors, so you can just go in and look at it anytime you want. So the
Awesome.
way you do that, Alice,
Yes.
is you would go to,
Thank you for noticing that I would need that information.
well, you would go to,
I turn on my computer and then okay, go ahead. Go to,
you turn on your computer. Hang on,
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can sort of walk it through. So do you have the sort of grid of dots up in the corner near a settings
Yeah.
gear?
Yeah.
Okay, if you click on that grid of dots,
yeah,
you'll see some Google apps there,
uh-huh.
like Drive, Docs, Sheets, Slides, those kinds of things.
No, I have chat, enable sound, meeting settings, minimize meeting background and disconnect. Maybe there's more dots. No, all right.
Christina, do you have to be in Google Chrome in order to access these? Do you know?
Hold on, let me go to my.
Alice, what's your browser?
Oh, that's funny. I saw you share it with me, but I'm not seeing it.
My browser? Do you mean like,
So when you go to, when
Like
you
Safari?
when you get on the internet, do you have, let's say, for example, Google as your homepage?
no, I think it's Safari. No,
Oh, are you doing this on your iPad?
yes,
Okay.
at the moment. Well, that's okay. I'll go bother Christina.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, Apple's always worked differently
They do.
Because
They
they-
don't play nicely with Google.
because they're the best.
Well, I don't know about that, but
There are
have
pros and
Apple
cons
stock.
to each. We're
You're the best.
split family. Some of us are Apple people and some of us aren't. Or some of us are for some things and not for others.
So Alice, you,
Yes.
it's just one of the apps is called Forms, Google Forms.
Okay,
And that's where this survey lives.
okay, thank you. Gotcha.
And you can probably even just search Google Forms.
Yep,
I'll
okay.
I'll stop by one day and we'll go
Yes.
through it.
Also hook up
For
my
a cup of
iPhone-
coffee.
hook up
I
the
expect a
iPhone to
cup of
my new
coffee.
car.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, you have to do it. You have to hook it up for me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm afraid I'll blow up the engine.
I think one of the best things I heard in a computer programming course a million years ago, the professor said, whatever you do, you can't break the computer. So just try. Like you're not, of course, that was in a computer lab, but if something did go wrong, you had plenty of people there to help you. At home, it's not so much. It feels like one thing doesn't work and you broke everything.
Yeah. So Yvonne, your last day is June 1st.
Well, I'm technically here through the 11th, but I'm taking those days as vacation days because I start the
Okay.
new job on the 14th.
How big is the new library compared to ours?
It's a little more than double the size.
Oh,
And it's got a $3 million budget.
Wow.
Nice.
those
Yes.
poor people. Oh.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
How many staff do you have? Like
I
full time?
don't know 100% yet. I'm going to meet them next week, but it's a bigger staff. I just don't know the exact number yet. Yeah. So,
Wow.
but it is actually the town where I grew up.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Do you still
So-
have relatives in that town?
No, we don't have relatives there, anymore. But it's the library I went to when I was a kid.
Oh my
That's
God.
so cool.
Wow.
Wow.
And they're
that is-
doing a big renovation project where they are